Next to go. Yeah, who's next to go? I check the line. Who's next to go?
Bondzee Live, Trippin With Bondzee on YouTube. Oh my God! Holy shit! Stop it! No fucking way. No! What? Oh my God! I can't believe this. Hey! I can't. Holy shit! The bear is still right there. Hey! No! Hey! She ripped my bag to shreds. I can't fucking believe that.
He can't fucking believe that, and neither can I. Holy mackerel. Goddamn bear just darted right in the bush and stole the guy's golf bag right off his golf cart. That's pretty impressive. There must have been something really delicious in that golf bag for that bear to pull off that stunt, and there was no stopping him. And what's crazy about that video is the guy actually goes after him. What, are you gonna fight the bear back for your golf clubs, bro? Like, give me a break, seriously. How the hell are you? Wow, what a great it's the way to start the show. It's Bondzee Live, Trippin With Bondzee on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Twitch, all that other nonsense. I think it's enough, right? Some would say it's probably too much, but listen, I disagree. It's episode 257. It's me. It's really me. It's Bondzee Live, Bondo for my friends here in Hamilton, Bonzarelli for my peeps, some peeps up in Aurelia. What else? Fuckface idiot. Greg or Gregory Scott, if you're Sarge. Gregory Scott, I've told you a million times I really want you to do one of them stupid shows without saying the bloody F word. I didn't bring you up like that, Gregory. What'd you gotta do that for? I know, Mom. I know. I'm sorry. I know you're not a swearer. Listen, it's bad. I blame my friends. Gregory Scott, don't go blaming your friends. It's not their bloody fault. It's your fault. And stop doing it. And while you're at it, will you stop drinking as well? Listen, Mom, we're working on it. It's a work of progress, okay? Day by day, one day at a time. It's summer 23, and I'm having a hell of one. We're on one. I hope you are too. And we'll get into all of that later. Listen, it's Greg on the golf course. It's Gregory if I'm really upset with myself. And it's Greg, if you're my new buddy in Turkey Point, who refuses to go and call me Bondzee or Bondo or Bonzarelli or anything else he hears. It's just Greg. And it sounds so weird. It's like, hey, Greg. Anyways, I digress. Nobody ever calls me. And I've got to this point where I introduce myself as Bondzee, and I don't know if that's the right thing to do or not. Maybe you have to earn the right to call me Bondzee. Just saying. Somebody told me that, and I thought it was pretty good advice. But listen, it is what it is. I'm fucking Bondzee. And if you don't like it, that's okay. It really is. Call me Greg. Call me whatever the hell you want. Just don't be too rude, okay? Let's all be nice and kind and love one another out there. Tamara, thanks for joining. She's driving out in Alberta, Canada. It is. Be safe. There's deer and there's a lot of mooskies and bears out there. So just be safe. I really appreciate everybody tuning into the show. It's all good, baby. Man, wow. Please make sure you go to subscribe to the show. It is what it is. We are on Facebook. I'd rather you go to YouTube, though. That's where it's at. Hit me up on YouTube, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and we'll be off to the races. All right. What else? I've got a great show for you tonight. I got a bunch of stories. The Glorious Sons, I went to see them Friday night at Canal Days in Port Colborne. Never been to Port Colborne. Quaint little lovely town it is. It was a free show, and there's nothing better than seeing one of your favorite bands, newer bands, for free. And it was absolutely awesome. We'll get into that. We're on the front rail. I got to hang with so many great people, great videos, great photos coming up. Plus another epic weekend in Turkey Point. Listen, I'm not sure if it can get enough for me or I can't get enough of it. I think there's a full-on love affair going on. I really do think there is. And by golly gee, I'm having a good fucking time up there. Because those people, I swear to God, I don't know where it comes from because it's of all ages. All ages. There's something in the water in Turkey Point, I swear to God, because those mofos can party, and we're going to talk a bit more about it, because I don't want to beat a dead horse, but by golly gee, it was the long weekend, and they really knew how to do it, and we had a great time. We'll get into a little bit of that. And Bondzee, I know I say this almost on every show now, but not quite, because listen, I am having the most epic summer, but holy mackerel, did I meet some beautiful women this weekend, and one of them, I think she wants the Bonzarelli. We'll see what happens. We'll get into that later as well. Also, there's some crazy stories I got to talk about. Oh, by the way, yeah, I got a movie, a movie role in a movie, however you want to say it. I'm really excited about it. It's a true story. It's coming up. It's a small, short film, 20-minute feature film for the movie film festival circuit. And listen, I'm beyond excited to get this role. I worked really hard to get it. It actually fell in my lap. I didn't even know. I didn't apply myself. The director herself asked me. We'll get into all that as well. I can't wait to talk about it. And a couple of crazy stories. This poor lady cutting her grass in Texas. All of a sudden, boom, out of the sky, clear blue sky, snake, arm, hawk comes in, arm destroyed, lady fucked forever. You got to wait to hear the whole story. We'll play a bit of the video clip and some pictures too. And you got to see the size of these two athletes in the States. I don't know what the hell they're eating down there or what's in their water, but it's different than Turkey Point. Believe me, there's this one kid, freshman at TCU down in Texas, 6'5", 455 pounds. Yes, you heard that right. And then there's this other kid playing baseball in Little League. He's 12. He's 5'10", 225 pounds. And by golly gee, he looks like, and the video proves it, he could be on a Major League Baseball starting team right now. I swear to God, you got to see these kids. It's off the charts. Whew. All right, coming up, a no guest tonight. There was supposed to be rescheduling. She's going to come on a different time, but with Alan Cross next week, folks. Put it on your calendar. Make a note on your phone right now. I'll take a second. I'll take a deep breath. I'll have a sip of my tea while it's still somewhat hot. Next Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Alan Cross, the most musical guru, history guru of all musical history gurus, will be on talking with yours truly, Bonzarelli. And listen, this is a big, big get. Really excited to talk to Alan Cross. I don't think there's too many people out there that don't know who the fuck Alan Cross is. He is that guy, and I'm really excited to talk to him. Nothing but music. He almost died too, and it's a story that I'm not sure how deep it got out there in the news world. But it's true. He almost died a month ago. So we'll get into all of that. Really can't wait to talk to him. And at the Glorious Sun show this weekend, there was an opening band called Jin, J-I-N, trio of a kick-ass motherfucking band. They blew me away. I met her after the show at the merch tent. She gave, spit it out, Bondzee, badit. I got her contact info. There you go. Really proud of you there, big boy. And she's going to be coming on the show. I emailed her. We're in contact, and I can't wait to talk to her. She put on a mind-blowing performance. So wait till she comes on the show. She kicks ass. Her name's Nicole. The band's Jin. Go check them out on all the streaming services. You won't be disappointed. Okay. Whew. What a hell of an opener. We're 9 minutes in, and I haven't even got to the sponsors yet. Listen, that's what happens when you can talk and when you love what you do. All right, the show is brought to you by this beauty. Listen, there is still some time left in the old summer, folks. If you like to camp, if you love to camp, if you've never been camping, maybe you don't have the accoutrements. You're like, fucking price of groceries, all this bullshit. I ain't going to buy a tent and sleeping bags and chairs and marshmallow roasters and blah, 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 blah. You don't have to, because Carefree Camping Rentals has you covered. Listen, maybe you got a new lady like Bondzee might soon. Maybe you want to take them camping. She's got some kids. Roasted marshmallows for them by the fire. They've got everything you need, except the marshmallows. You got to buy those, you bozo. But they got the sticks. They got everything. That could be you and your new lady and her kids. And maybe, just maybe, you'll get some. You know what I'm saying? Take them camping on the lake, canoe, everything. Pick it up. When you're done, drop it off. Goodbye, God bless. See you later. It's that simple, folks. Carefree Camping Rental, www.carefreecampingrentals.com. That's it. That's all on that. And then got to go to the Coop in Waterdown. If you're anywhere around Hamilton, Ancaster, Burlington, Oakville, the Coop in Waterdown, where it's at. My bro, there he is in the back, loud and proud. He's a co-owner of the place, and he took us all out there not too long ago, and that's his kids, my kids, having a great time. You will have a great time, too. Easily one of the best chicken sandwiches going. The Coop does it right. You will not, Bondzee guarantee, you will not be disappointed with the Coop chicken sandwich. And the wings are pretty decent, too, so go get it. All right, where to start? I'm tired. I'm still trying to catch up from that. That was a hell of a long weekend, believe me. I hope you had an amazing long weekend as well. I wasn't even supposed to go to Turkey Point, but we're getting to Turkey Point in a minute. I did the sponsors. Okay. It's funny how the summer's really worked out, because last summer I took on this job, new role. Some say, and I won't even get into it. Some say I probably shouldn't have taken the jobs. I won't mention any names. Jamie Petrie, my guy, Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, loud and proud. Go Cats, go. Jamie Petrie is the lead singer of a band called Crank, folks. He also does a lot of solo stuff. Check out his website, jamiepetrie.com. I think that's what it is, right, bro? Anyways, thanks for tuning in. Love and miss you, bro, and I really appreciate everything you do. My boy Joe, Hamilton guy too. Be so proud of the new movie deal. Yeah, thank you so much, my man. We'll get into that in a hot second. But we're gonna start with, it sort of all culminated last summer with, I took this job to sort of, for a bunch of different reasons. For those of you who don't know, I took a job on a private island up in Muskoka on an island which had its own private golf course for what most would call the elite of Canada, and some Americans too, who have gobs and gobs and gobs of money. Like, it's sick. Anyways, it was a fantastic summer. I really got to network. But I worked my ass off because I had to do that job all day and half the night, and then still do my voice acting job and auditions for stuff too, books, movies and stuff. And I really didn't do too much, but I finally started to get into it, and it sort of all is paying off. And listen, no regrets from last summer. Hardly had any time off, but got to play a bunch of golf and seen a couple concerts, and really networked. And listen, it enabled me to really realize that this summer I needed to take a step back and not go gangbusters and go so crazy. I needed some time for myself, and I really wanted to start being able to go to Toronto and pursue some acting career, a possible career, and doing these auditions. And not all of them are online. You got to be present, and you got to be able to go to Toronto. And when you are, you get more possibilities. Anyways, I finally got round to it this year, and it paid off. So here's how it goes. I got asked, I guess 3 or 4 weeks ago now, I got an email from the director of this movie. And I guess before I go any further, I'll let you know the true story of this movie. It is based on a true story. It's either the director or someone very closely tied to the director or in the movie or to do with the movie that this sad story, and fuck me, it's sad. A 23-year-old girl this is the premise of the movie. She kills herself. She comes back to what she thinks life the next day. She was like, oh, sort of like a bad dream. I didn't do it. Thank God, whatever. And she's in the, I can't say too much. I probably already did, but the premise of the movie is 23-year-old girl kills herself, comes back the next day. Turns out she really isn't back. She's still dead. And I play the role of the father. And the director reached out to me, said, I loved your portfolio on one of my sites online. And so she asked me to audition. So I did. A huge shout out again to Phil Malzer and his daughter Ivy. Without them, I wouldn't have been able to do it. I needed somebody to film it. I needed somebody to know how to film and when to film, what to film, my face, and then be able to pan down to, because it's a really sad. I guess I could play a little bit of it for you. I think I have it right here. I ummed and ahed about playing this audition because for a few reasons. I'm gonna fast forward it if I can do that. I think I can. Let's go to about here. I'll play this for you now. This is the role that I got asked personally by the director to do, and here is.
We weren't good enough.
No.
We have to accept that. We weren't good enough.
No.
That's all you get. It's a really heavy role, and reading the script for the first, as soon as I got it, I started reading it, and I started crying. It's emotional. It's even, I can feel it. I'm verklempt right now. I'm telling you, this movie is going to go places. I'm super honored. So what happened was, I was at the Glorious Sun show Friday night. This was 4 days, almost 5 days past the time since the deadline, since I was supposed to be told August 1st whether I would get it. And the second, third, fourth went by, and I was kind of bummed because I really worked hard on that audition, and I thought it was a banger. I thought I was getting it. And yeah, listen, I got home from the Glorious Sun show. The mushrooms were wearing off, and I finally pulled out my phone again, and at like 1 a.m, and there was this email from the director, and she said, Greg, hey, Greg, we really loved your interview, my whole team, and we would love to have you on board for the role of the father. And I mean, I was over the moon. I didn't sleep hardly the whole night for like the next 2+ hours. And the people that I know they're going to watch this that I was with in the hotel room that night, thanks for staying up with me and celebrating and talking all about it. And it's the first role I ever got, so it was pretty special. And I was with some pretty cool people that have been in my life for quite a while, and at least 2 of the 3. And it was pretty cool to get to share that special moment with them. And luckily, it was like, by the time we'd really got around to, I think, figuring it out, it was like 2 or 2:30 in the morning. I called my dad in England because it was 7:30 there, and he answered the phone. I was like, Dad, guess what? You'll never get. I got it. And it was pretty cool to share that special moment with my dad too. And then obviously my kids the next day and everybody else. I can't wait. I really am super nervous because I've been on movie sets before, but only as my son Brad had his own TV show for a while on CBC, so I've been around it. I sort of know what to expect, but it still doesn't take my first movie away from me and my nervousness. And listen, I will do my best. I think it's going to be a banger, and I think it's going to win awards. And I'm really excited. As soon as I found out about this, there's this crazy, crazy feeling that came over me. I sort of never had this wave of it's emotion, but it's almost like a premise of, I've worked hard and have come a long way. And I really, really believe that this movie will help rocket old Bondzee to something. You know, it may not be the biggest thing in the world, but it's going to be bigger and better than what I've ever done. And there's just something about this role, the script, me getting it, sharing it with you guys is going to be really special. And I really look forward to it. And I hope it wins some crazy awards. So that's the movie. Happy to share that. It is tough, man. When I think about how sad this movie is, and it's based on a true story, it really does. It gets me. It really does. Hey, what's up, Extreme Asian Shock? How are you, man? Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, just talking about the movie role. We better get off that or before I start crying like a baby. It's not going to be hard to pull off this role. You know, it's been a super emotional year for me in 2023. I've come a long way. I've healed a ton. Like you wouldn't even, for those you know, for those who are sort of new and tuning in, Bonzarelli's come a long way since 2009. And when you watch a 22-year-old kid get hit and killed by a train and then find him, it fucked my life up for a long time. And I sadly, I didn't deal with it properly. And now here we are a long time later, and we're still sort of, we're better than we've ever been, baby. And it's part and parcel to do with a lot of people that I'm going to take a second to actually thank right now, because knocked over my. I don't usually get too worked up on the show anymore, but I guess it's just my thank you to everybody for their support. You know, I wouldn't be here, honest to God, on this planet if it wasn't for some people. I've had a tough go. Thank you, bro. Big thumbs up. Yeah, thanks, Marcus. You know, for the past few years, I didn't want to be here. I didn't. I pray to die. Or I pray for whatever you believe in to give me stage 4 cancer instead of a little kid or somebody's grandmother that probably wanted to be here way longer than me. Boy, oh boy, I'm thankful that that never happened because I'm kicking ass and I'm taking names and I ain't fucking done. I'm just getting started. Rodney Dangerfield didn't start his career until 48, 49. Cowboy Ear's only 49, and I got a long way to go. And I'm going to do it. Pat and Paul Rubicki, I lived with them for 2 months this past winter in Nicaragua. Those chats, the belief that those people have in me and the love they have for me is really special. I will never, ever forget those people. I love them so much. And they got this ball rolling because they believed in me the most. And then there's Colin and Angie McPetrie, who I need to thank. Met them in Nicaragua as well. Hamilton folks. In fact, Colin's sister lives a block over from my childhood home. They've always been awesome supporters, friends, and they introduced me to some other gems, and I'll get to some of them in a minute. Ty, my best boy, not my son, but my boy Ty out in Nicaragua. Cripes, man, the guy, he's got my face tattooed on his arm. That's how much he loves me and thinks I'm badass, and that feels pretty good, you know? He's hard on me sometimes, but in a good friend way, and I wouldn't have it any other way. He pushes me, and he forces me to be a better person, and for that, I'm thankful. And I'm better this year because of him, too. Man, the list is so long. I wish I could thank so many more people. But it just we'd be here all night, and it's not a fucking crying Bondzee show. I'm here to make you laugh, okay? But I do have to thank 2 more people, Tequila Bill and Badass Cindy. And by Badass Cindy, I mean Badass Good Cindy. That's an inside joke. They'll get it. But those 2 people, by golly gee, they have become amazing friends over the past year and a half, thanks to Colin and Angie. They've taken me in as sort of like an adopted son up in Turkey Point. They've introduced me to so many amazing people who have come to love me and love hanging out with me. This beautiful lady that I got introduced to this weekend came up to me after a day and a half of hanging out with me. She's in the middle there. Her name's Lori. When she was leaving Sunday night, she said, Bondzee, I just wanted to let you know, hanging out with you for the past day and a half has made me a better person. That's pretty heavy words for somebody who wanted to die, you know, for the past few years, on and off. I love her. She's a new great friend. It's contagious, those people up there, and their love and support. They were all so thankful and so supportive of me getting that movie role. And they love Billy and Cindy, and God damn it, I love them too. Thanks, guys, for the support and everything you do for old Bondzee. We've had some great chats, and I'm just super thankful for all of you. I really am. So there. I'm not going to do you guys wrong on this movie. I will not disappoint anybody, and I won't disappoint you for the rest of my life. I'm going to go kick some ass. Right? Also, I got to give a huge shout out to some badass people that I spent Friday night with. I'll get to that cop in a minute. These 2 beauties right here, got to spend the weekend with them Friday night at the hotel. On the way there, we had a great time pre-show. We had a great time afterwards. And I'm not going to tell the story of why this cop is the greatest cop in the entire world, but I'll tell you what. This guy is a badass cop, and he's a cool cop, and we need more cops like him. I'm not saying police are bad. Especially, I have a lot of police friends, and they are great people. This one takes the cake, and Ashley and I and a couple others know why. We'll leave it at that. The people in this picture, there's so many people in this picture that mean a lot to me as well. Great human beings, and I had the best time with y'all at the show on Friday night, the Glorious Sons. simply did not disappoint. We had such a great time. Chris Koster kicking it there. My boy Brett. I mean, folks, if you have not seen the Glorious Sons, you absolutely have to get on board and go see them. This is the video I was able to pull off. Koster played this right in front of me. It's pretty special. Check this out. Love it. I got to mention something because I know it was a pretty big deal on Facebook, and I know there's a bunch of my buddies out there. We're all Glorious Sons fans and everything. I'll check in the comments here for a minute. Love you. Thank you so much. Happy birthday. I know it was just your birthday recently, so happy birthday to you, Kirsten. I really appreciate and love you and Mike. There he is right there. Your support means the world to me. Sarge is going to make bank selling tickets to see. Yeah, I don't know about that. We'll see. We're just getting started, but it is what it is. And I really appreciate everybody tuning in and all the support you've given me forever and ever. Yeah, for sure. But listen, it really was a special weekend with so many amazing special people. More about Turkey Point for a sec, because I got to go through this and thank some more people. Cracker had us all out to his hunt camp. That was truly one of the most amazing times. My boy Matt, Greg, who calls me Greg, cooked up the most amazing Wagyu. Like, look at that meat there. Folks, you can't even begin to imagine how goddamn good that was. We all went and mucked about in the back, too. It was pretty amazing. Cracker's got some amazing property back there, and we were ripping around on some fun toys. And then, as always, everybody ends up the night at the end of the night, Tequilaville. Saturday night, that Jake Paul fight. I don't care if you're a fan or not. That was pretty entertaining stuff. Jake Paul is going to be, I think he's going to turn into quite the legend in the boxing ring. He's young. He's pretty good, and he kind of embarrassed Nate Diaz a little bit. He won unanimously, and it was pretty fun. And there's my boy Billy, who I love dearly. That's that legend right there. We had good times shooting guns, drinking beers, and just so many laughs. It was absolutely epic. And then that's us on the way to go have more epic fun times. Billy taking his lady around like a good boy. Those are special people right there. And then Sunday night, I've never been in a bigger sort of indoor establishment. This place, I don't know if it's an airplane hangar or I don't even know what it is, but it was in the middle of nowhere, out by the back end of this marina in Turkey Point. And there was a stage up at the front where like 4 different bands rocked it. And we had the greatest time inside. That was a hell of a way to cap off the long weekend, Sunday night there. Oh, and I think I mentioned earlier, did I show the picture? This is the beautiful lady that might want to go on a date with old Bondzarelli, and that's all you're going to get, okay? A little teaser right there. And listen, tickle you with a feather, and maybe I'll tickle her. She'll tickle me with a feather. Stand by. Bondzee, you're so bad. Anyways, Anna Pickering tunes in as well. Congrats, Greg, on the movie. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I really am looking forward to this movie. And I knew I was emotional about the movie. I didn't know I was going to get so emotional about talking about it and thanking everybody. And listen, it's pretty special to have the kind of friends that I have and the amount of support that they've shown me and continue to show me and accept me into sort of being a newbie in their life and in a grand scheme of things up with some certain people. You know what I mean? And then the long weekend was capped off by an amazing round of golf. I shouldn't say it was amazing because it was great people. We needed to be rained on and drizzled on and sort of dry out and get some fresh air. But it was a great round. Thanks to Matt and the crew for a wonderful round of golf. And yeah, I really look forward to going back. But the next 2 weekends plus, it's going to be long days filming this movie. So we'll see how it goes. But I miss my Turkey Points peeps, and I look forward to getting back up there. All right, that's enough of that. It's enough of Bondzee and all that wham bullshit. What else? Scroll through some notes here because I kind of went out of order, but it doesn't matter. Here, let me clear that off the screen. Thank you very much. T gone. Nothing worse than a last sip of cold tea or cold coffee. Am I right or am I wrong? Like, cripes, it's the worst. All right. I played my audition. I talked about that. I did that. Filming starts. Tequilaville's awesome. Blah, 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 blah. All these point forms. What to talk about. Okay. I got a couple of stories I got to get to. Pretty slow news week, but these are, well, the one's a beauty for sure. And then I just don't know what the hell they have in the water down in Texas, like I mentioned and stuff. But wait till you see the size of a couple of these athletes. It's off the charts. First, we got to go here and start with this lady in Texas. I think this is the video here, if I'm correct. Let's start with her. Or am I wrong? Let me play it. No, that's the golfing one. Okay. I've got to go right here. And I got this lady. Imagine cutting your lawn, minding your own business, having a great time, enjoying the steps, getting in steps, exercise, fresh grass. And then, boom, your life goes to complete shit. Here's what happened. I'll give you the Coles notes. Lady cutting grass, having a great time, snake, and this is where it gets weird. A snake falls from the sky. You can't even make this up. From the sky, hits her arm, immediately clenches around her arm so tight that she can't shake it off. And she's trying. All of a sudden, her day gets worse. Oh, before I even talk about that, the snake, it's wrapped around her arm. Now it's trying to bite her face. And she's like doing one of these, the old dodge and weave. It's hitting her glasses. She wears glasses. The snake's teeth, the venom, is spraying all over her glasses and all over her face. I have jokes for that. I'm gonna let them slide. Just for tonight. Let's watch the video and let the poor lady will tell you what happened for herself. Ready? Watch.
On our property, and just out of the sky, out of the clear blue, a snake fell onto my arm.
She says the snake held on tight.
I began to sling the snake off of my arm, and he wrapped around my arm and just held on tighter. He kept striking in my face. He was striking my glasses.
The snake wouldn't back down.
Just started praying out, Jesus, help me. Please, Jesus, help me.
Jones got another surprise.
A hawk came down. He grabbed the snake and tried to take the snake off, but he didn't have a good grip. The hawk kept coming down. He came down about 4 times. He finally got the snake and took off with the snake. And I looked down and I was covered in blood. My arm was pretty tore up.
Jones' husband rushed her to the hospital.
I had venom all over my right eyelids of my glasses.
No wonder she can't sleep. Poor lady. You imagine? Like, I can't, like, I in my past, I have been terrified of snakes. I've made no secret of it on the show through some healing and some adventures this summer, which is no secret. I've done ayahuasca and some DMT, which helped me get rid of my fear of snakes for the most part. But that still would I don't care who you are and what you're scared of. If a snake falls out of the goddamn sky and happens to fall on your arm and then starts spitting venom at you as it squeezes tighter and tighter, and then you think it couldn't get any worse, and then whammo, a goddamn friggin' hawk flies out of the sky and starts clawing your arm like it's a piece of meat to get said snake off your arm. Man, that lady, talk about bad timing, bad place, wrong timing, whatever you want to call it. She is the queen. Like, she takes the cake. Cutting grass, snake on arm. So here's what I think happens. And I think we put the puzzle together right now. If you're as quick as old Bonzarelli is, or sharp, the snake must have been in the what do you call it? The goddamn hawk. Spit it out, Bonds. The hawk must have grabbed the goddamn snake from the ground, was flying through the air. Drop. The snake probably bit the goddamn hawk in the face because this thing was fired up trying to save its life. Hawk gets bit in the face, takes one for the team, drops said snake. Snake plummets to the ground and legit happens to fall on this goddamn lady. First of all, after she got out of the hospital, I hope she went straight to the goddamn lottery ticket store and bought like 10 of them, because, lady, I think I would rather get struck by lightning than have that entire scenario happen to this poor woman. Like, seriously, because they won't even show how bad the wounds are. There's probably like right down to her bones and stuff. I mean, she is so lucky that it wasn't a million times worse. And she's lucky the venom was all over her face. Still funny. The venom was all over her face, all over her glasses, she said. And listen, she's lucky to be goddamn alive. Hawk got said snake, took off, and the lady lived to tell about it. Pretty wild story. And I bet you that lady has 100% best excuse ever of never, ever, ever cutting lawn again. No, Bob. I'm making up Bob's her husband. Bob, you go cut the fucking lawn because I ain't doing it ever again. I don't know what kind of Sam Hill bad Texas she got bad Sam Hill Texas bad luck that bitch has got, but she got it. And hopefully we could turn that around, positive vibes only, and go buy a lottery ticket and maybe she can win the lottery. Where are you going? It's my dog. He's like, I've had enough of your show, bud. See ya. Okay, one more quick story before we get to some dummies of the week. I have got some beauty videos lined up for you tonight. Don't go anywhere. One more quick story. You got to see the size of these two fellas in the United States of America. I know everything's a lot bigger in Texas, so they say. I've been there. It's sort of a true story. I love Texas. One of my favorite states. I had a great time there. Arizona was awesome. Cali was awesome. Every state I went to was pretty cool in its own different, unique way. I loved Colorado. My God, I can't wait to go back. I can't wait to go back to all those states. But down in Texas, they sure do make them big because this big bird right here, you ain't messing around with this guy. We call him Brian Big Bubba Ramsey Brooks. My boy, Brian Big Bubba, checks in at 6'5", 455 pounds as a freshman at TCU. So that puts him at about 18, I think, 18 years old. You imagine his poor mama and the grocery bills it would take to feed this fella right here. And not only his poor mama, how about the poor fuckers on the other side of the line where he is going to come and mow you down, bro, because choo-choo, the old Big Bubba train is coming in hot, baby. Look at the size of the guy in the background, okay? Follow me here. Check out the size. Check out everybody in this picture, as a matter of fact. And then check out the size of Big Bubba. 455 pounds, 6'5" freshman. He's still going to grow. One can only hope that he stays healthy, he stays agile, because, man, that's got to be pretty tough. That's got to be pretty tough lugging around that. I mean, when old Tubby here, my peak was 200 for a 5'8" short, fat, bald guy, and that was a lot. This fella's 6'5", 455, and by golly gee, that's a lot of weight coming at you, but it's a lot of weight to maintain and take care of and be agile. So if he can stay healthy and if he doesn't grow too much more, got to get that kid on some sort of a program. Maybe yoga. Hit me up, Big Bubba. I'll take care of you. I did some hot yoga. I got some tips. Bondzee's yoga tips, free, large and in charge, just like my boy Big Bubba. Anyways, the guy's future is bright, Big Bubba. Freshman year, I personally am going to be a new fan of TCU and check out how that guy participates and what he does this year, because that is pretty uncanny. I wonder, I looked. I searched a couple of different articles on the kid because he's become a sort of a big news story down there now that they're starting up down there. I wonder what that motherfucker eats on a daily basis. Could you imagine what he has for breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner, snack, probably an extra dinner, and then probably an extra snack? That guy probably eats the other players for the guys that get cut. Big Bubba right down the gullet. See you later. How you doing now? Speaking of big fellas and guys that are going places, this kid right here, good Lord to death. He's 12 years old. He plays for Team USA in the Little League Series. And this big boy, he can hit a baseball. Look at the size of him. 5'10", 225 pounds. Kid's awesome. I mean, like, look at the side. Check it out. That umpire, grown man, probably could lose a few, I mean. But our boy rounding the bases here is just as big, and he's 12. I thought I had the video of him up to date. He hits. So look at the picture. Super skinny. Kid's up to bat. He hits a grand slammy. Let me check. I think, did I put it in the storage? Sadly, I did not. I must have forgot. Anyways, I probably did you a favor because the announcers on the video of that guy hitting that grand slam would probably make you turn off my show. So it's probably, they were that bad. Honestly, it was embarrassing. It was embarrassing for those two announcers who were calling this 12-year-old kid running around the bases. Anyways, it is what it is. I don't know what the hell they got down in the United States and some of these states, but these fellas, they're goddamn big and their future is bright if they can stay healthy and, you know, keep the grocery. One good thing for both of the parents, I guess, and the families is, well, the freshman's only got a few more years to go before he strikes it rich if he can stay healthy. The other kid's got about 8 or 9, so hold in there, folks, his parents, because them grocery bills is going to be rather big. You know what I'm saying? Good Lord above. Wowee. Anyways, that's all I got for, oh, you know what? I got one other story. It's before we show the videos, and this sort of will lead into Dummies of the Week, which I love to play each and every single week because honestly, the internet is riddled with them, and there are some gems coming up tonight. But I think we should start with this. I don't have video of this, obviously, and there's a reason behind it. But this idiot right here played the game of and has continued to play the game of fuck around and find out for quite some years now. He's an Instagram stunt star. His name's Remy Lucid, and he fell from the 68th floor of a Hong Kong skyscraper after doing one of his oops, wrong one. Sorry. That's CNE Tower. This is sort of him sitting on the top or on his way to the top of the tower. And listen, he's got a ton of great videos. I got to give him credit. But at the same time, here he is at the top of middle of nowhere. And this is what he does for thrills and shits and giggles. Well, guess what, bro? Your stupid shits and giggles, you turned from an Instagram stunt star and doing all this cool stuff to dead because you fucked around and found out one too many times. I don't have sympathy for guys like this. I really don't. Like, I'm not going to sit here and wow over somebody like that who died being stupid. The guy, sure, it's pretty cool when you pull it off and stuff, and he's done some really cool stuff. Golf clap, bro. But guess what? I'm going to your funeral. I'll show you on my show as massive dummy of the week because you fucked around and found out one too many times. As Wiz Khalifa would say, see ya. Okay, let's play some videos because I got some beauty. Speaking of idiots of the week. Oh, I do have the video of that kid smashing. You know what? I'm not going to play it because I swear to God, why don't we watch the kid hit the grand slam and then no, you know what? I'm not doing it. The guys, they're too annoying. Everybody will turn the show off. Okay, let's get right back into Dummies of the Week. This guy pretty much, it's hard to say who takes the cake. Maybe we could judge. I have about 4 of them. But this buddy also played the game of fuck around and find out when you rob a store. And things just didn't go Buster's way. Watch this.
You do, man. Tell you call police.
Stop playing.
I'll think
Nothing you can do, man. Tell police come on.
Hey,
Hey, no, you don't. Hey, and nothing you can do, man.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
And then I'm gonna leave.
Don't do that, man. Don't
No,
do
you're
that.
not. Watch this. That is the epitome of your ass. Oh, hey, we ain't done yet. A little more. Oh, that has to hurt so much. And he doesn't stop.
His ass down. That's called whooping your ass.
That is called
That's called
whooping your ass. Look at buddy.
God damn.
Man, oh
Ain't
my
nothing you can
God,
do,
he's
man.
right.
There's nothing you can do, man. Tell you call police.
Stop playing.
Listen, he played the game and he found out the hard way. Sorry about your luck, Buster. What do we got next? No, not that one. We already played that one, Bonds. This one is pretty epic too. I honestly, I just don't get it, but got to check this out. Ready? And no, where is it? This one. Watch this. This ain't gonna end so well for this poor lady. I'll tell you that right now. Sorry, I'm on my own here. And there we go. Ready? And go. I'm not sure why the hesitation when you know you have to give her full tilt to clear the roof below. Good news is she ended up in school. The other good news is that roof held up. Super is good news or bad news. Probably a little. Gotta get her aid for the nice cartwheel midair though. I don't know what people think sometimes. Alcohol is a beautiful thing, isn't it? Sometimes not so much. What other idiots have we got to show you tonight? Oh, this guy. Well, let's just play it and find out. How about this? Let's watch. Put her up on the screen and ready, go. And you know how many moms actually get out here? Somebody like it's yeah. Listen, she played the game and she found out. I have to give myself credit because I did drink a copious amount of alcohol this weekend. I did get on some little mini bikes. Mini, by the way, keyword being mini. There was bigger bikes there, way bigger bikes. Bondzee likes to ride big bikes and have some fun, but Bondzee is also smart, SMRT smart, and knew not to get on a big bike like our friend here because Bondzee didn't want to end up small like and mom eat raw. She hit it pretty well. I got to give her credit. I mean, I don't know what happened in the end, but all right. Speaking of idiots, the dummies of the week continue. I don't know what the hell this guy was thinking. The only thing I can figure is that he had to be on Angel Dust, what they call PCP. You judge for yourself. Watch this. Like, what? Why? Yeah, no kidding. That is instant trip hospital. Probably 6-8 broken ribs. I'm going to guess broken wrist. Maybe a radius or an ulna in there too. And possibly a ruptured spleen. God knows, but he played the game and found out the hard way. Speaking of finding out the hard way, our boys here like to play the game also, and I would much rather be the fella on the rollerblades than the fella in the shopping cart. Ready? Watch this. Why? I don't get it. I mean, I understand if it was going to be on Jackass, but it's not. That's not Jackass. This is just Trippin With Bondzee having fun, and that doesn't look good. And it had to be a lost bet because I would rather be the guy on the rollerblades who easily dusted that or jumped that whatchamacallit, the little curbside there. I think I have one more dummy of the week, and then we can judge on who is the biggest idiot. Nope, that's it. That's dummies of the week right there, folks. So you be the judge. Was it the smoke guy who got absolutely ass whooped by two dudes? I've never seen a fella get hit more by a stick whilst being Indian rubber burned and had your arm broken at the same time? Or is it the mom on the dirt bike riding a two-stroke for the first time? Maybe it's the PCP buddy flying out of the tree like he thinks he's a flying squirrel. Or is it our shopping cart retards? Or maybe it's the lady who jumped off the roof into the pool and didn't quite make it. Whilst you think I got one more crazy video for you, you got to check this out. Buddies out having a great time fishing. No, buddies are out having a great time fishing. And sometimes catching sharks is just easier than you might think. Check this out. It's pretty wild. Watch this. Goddamn shark jumped out of the water right onto their boat. It's on the boat. The audio is great. Listen.
Don't go anywhere.
Don't go near it. Thanks, Ted. Watch this. Woo! How would you go about getting off a great white on the front of your boat? Do you shoot it? Do you stab it? And like, I don't know the rules, but
Don't go anywhere.
I ever been on a boat where all of a sudden the shark jumped out of the goddamn water on the front. Imagine he jumped into the back of the boat. Then what? Straight out of Jaws, by golly gee. Sorry, it's still going in the background. Let me pause that. There we go. And then I've got, before we get the hell out of here tonight, I've got the most feel-good, goddamn awesomest story ever for you. We all love dogs, right? They're the greatest animals on the planet. Sorry for all you cat lovers out there. Do not come at me because I don't give a fuck. Dogs are better. Sorry. End of story. And you'll see why when I play this video. So stop coming at me. Don't hate me. This video is the best. Are you ready? Check this out. Dexter is missing a peg. Dexter, so goddamn smart, he taught himself to motherfucking walk. I kid you not. Check him out. He can walk like a goddamn human being because he's missing a peg. But so now he walks. If that's not the greatest thing, it does make me feel pretty awesome. I like Dexter. What a good boy. That's the epitome of a good boy right there. What a champion. He can walk on his hind legs and is enjoying life to the fullest. Look at him go. Happy as a lark he is. No matter what life throws at you, folks, no matter how hard it may be, turn it into a positive and be like Dexter. That's it. That's all. That's all I got. We're going to get out of here a few minutes early tonight. I'm tired. I've got a long week. I got to study my lines. I got to shoot a movie this weekend, and I'm pretty damn excited about it. I love each and every one of you. I hope you enjoyed the show. Sorry for being a little sucky baby earlier. Just emotional this year. Lost my best friend at Christmas from 4 years old. I've turned my life around in a super positive way, and it's the most best I've ever felt since watching that train accident in 2009. So, listen, if you don't like who I am, you don't like my show, that's okay. Don't watch. But I love each and every one of you for the support, and those who support me, you're welcome anytime. And I'm thankful for each and every one of you. I'm really looking forward to next week. Alan Cross, it's going to be an amazing interview. I can't wait to talk to him, pick his brain about, he literally has talked to every band on the planet that is somebody of somebody of somebody. And even if they're not, he's talked to them too. His name's Alan Cross. You'll love him. You know him. I love him. And I can't wait to talk to him. Whew. All right. What else? Oh, and I'm really looking forward to having Nicole on from the band Gin that I mentioned earlier tonight. They opened for the Glorious Sons. Another shout out to them. They were absolutely awesome. The Sons were awesome. The long weekend was awesome in Turkey Point. And a huge shout out to my sponsor, my last sponsor of the night. I was rocking the hoodie this weekend at some points. It's Don't Trip, You're Fine. Go check them out. It's my son's clothing line. It's a big deal. You can get tie-dyes, hoodies, T-shirts. You can get toques. You can get stickers. You can get it all. Acid wash T-shirts as well. Hit them up on Instagram at Don't Trip, You're Fine. And also on, I believe, at don'ttripyourfine.com. Check him out. Order some swag. He'll take care of you. It's the best. I love him to pieces. I'm super proud of him. I love this hoodie. It was my favorite. It is now long gone because it was given away. Because everywhere I wear them, people want them, and I have to give them away because I love people and I'm too nice to a fault. And now everybody has all the Trippin' With or Don't Trip You're Fine hoodies that I have, except one that I just finally got, and I'm not giving it away because fuck, it's mine, and that's enough. Don't ask for it. All right, that's it. That's all. Have a great rest of the week. It's a weekend. It's another weekend coming up. Enjoy it to the fullest. Rock and roll. I'll see you when I see you next Wednesday, Alan Cross, and hopefully you have a great time. And I love you, and you, and you, and you, and you too. Peace. I gotta go. Bye. Oh, wait, these guys first. See ya.
What was that?
That was very strange.
It was very weird.
Peculiar.
It was kind of amusing.
Yes, it was rather funny.
It was incredibly funny.
I loved it.
Hilarious.
Next to go, I check the line.
Yeah,
Who's next to
yeah.
go?